Hey y'all, welcome to my first episode of How I Created It with Jesse Jack. If you don't know, I'm a creative director, art director, and just overall creative. I love all things art. Okay, let's get into it. So, during the pandemic, I did this project called You're in First Place. I'm really into powerlifting and bodybuilding. I'm obsessed with physiques, the stance, the posture, the way the strength shows up in the body before anything is said. And I wanted to honor that through a black female bodybuilder, not just physically, but metaphorically. What does a strong black woman look like on the outside versus what it means on the inside? Conceptually, I was inspired by the Olympics, specifically the idea of first, second, and third place. The podiums felt symbolic to me placement, visibility, and being centered. That idea connected with the work of Bernard Willem, who is this German fashion designer and concept artist. He uses crates and platforms to elevate the body, almost like a statue. I wanted the same energy, strong, grounded, and undeniably present. I was also deeply inspired by Flojo. I love her. And I feel like she embodies like the strong black woman inside and out. The nails, the physique, the stance, the flow, the Joe. I love her. I love her down. And she was just the perfect person to like idolize in this project. I feel like she represented that strength can be powerful and intentional at the same time. And honestly, the first seed of the idea came from this shoot I did at Interview Magazine a long time ago with Carl Templer, who was the creative director at the time, and Stephen Klein, the photographer. They featured this bodybuilder. I had never seen anything like that, where she was just dolled up in fashions. It was fab. It was also felt like it was the precursor to the Equinox ads. I carried that image with me for years. It's still embedded in my head. For the production, I found this old church in the bottom of a basement in Brooklyn. The paint was cracked and peeling. It had grit. It had history. Everything I needed. Also, I love the contrast against the polish of the clothing and the strength of the model. My dream team came together for this all through cold DMs and abundance. Naomi Javon, a Haitian American photographer that I reached out. We were Instagram friends and she loved the concept. She has an incredible eye. Marion Kelly, who's a wonderful stylist, and we worked together so many times before. And he hooked me up with Ernest, who is his fab makeup artist. And my nail girl, Astrid Curette. I've been working with Astrid for a long time, and she just does her thing with the nails. Also, our model, Lou Faustin, who is this phenomenal bodybuilder from Jersey that I found just perusing the internet through a Cosmopolitan ad. That was my A team. And this is the outcome. I created You in First Place in the middle of the pandemic, literally using my stimulus money. $1 in a dream, baby. I wasn't creating it with an end goal. I just knew I needed to get it out of my head and my heart. And Marion asked me, hey, can I pitch this to Vogue Italia online? I was like, yeah, without expectation. And when it was featured, it became one of my proudest moments. Not because it was in Vogue, but because it showed me what happens when you create from truth, belief, and abundance. And also it reminded me, choosing yourself is really what puts you in first place. I felt like I was in first place at the end of this.